Hey, welcome to World Pulse News. Trump's tariffs are shaking up the tech world, hitting semiconductor giants NVIDIA and AMD hard. In this video, we'll break down how these tariffs are affecting both companies and answer a big question. Should you hold on to your NVIDIA shares? All the info is current as of April 17th, 2025, so let's dive in. This video is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. The information is based on publicly available sources as of April 17th, 2025, and may change. Investing in stocks, including NVIDIA, NVDA, involves risks and you could lose money. Always consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The creator is not responsible for any financial decisions made based on this content. First, let's talk about Trump tariffs. Starting January 20th, 2025, these policies slap a 10% tax on all imports, with up to 125% on goods from China and potential tariffs on Taiwan. Why? To boost U.S. manufacturing and tackle trade imbalances. Semiconductors like those made by NVIDIA and AMD are in the crosshairs because they're often produced overseas. But here's a twist. On April 13th, 2025, the U.S. announced exemptions for tech products covering $390 billion in imports, including chips. That's some relief, but not the whole story. Now let's see how these tariffs hit NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA, the king of AI chips, is feeling the heat. The stock price is dropping right now to $101.98 and still going down since the opening session at $104.47. The US tightened export rules on AI chips to China, requiring special licenses that are basically bans. This is costing NVIDIA a massive $5.5 billion this quarter, and its stock dropped 8.5% to $103.62. Ouch. China's a big market, making up 13% of NVIDIA's $130.5 billion revenue last year. Plus, NVIDIA relies on Taiwan for chip production, and a potential 25% tariff could jack up costs. Imagine a $50,000 AI GPU with an extra $3,125 in duties. But it's not all bad. NVIDIA's fighting back with a $500 billion investment in US AI infrastructure, including chip plants in Arizona. This could dodge future tariffs and boost domestic production. Plus, those exemptions I mentioned. They cover semiconductors, easing some pressure. AMD's in a similar boat, but with a silver lining. Export restrictions on its MI308 AI chip are costing AMD up to $800 million, and its stock fell 6.5%. Like NVIDIA, AMD depends on global supply chains, especially in Taiwan and Malaysia. A 25% tariff could push a $200 CPU to $225, squeezing profits. Here's where AMD shines. Its chips are made in Taiwan, not China, so it avoids that brutal 125% tariff and pays a lower rate. This gives AMD an edge, with reports saying Chinese firms might switch to AMD to save costs. AMD's also stockpiling GPUs, like the Radeon 9000 series in the US, to avoid price hikes when tariffs kick in. Taiwan factory footage, GPU stockpile images, and a comparison chart of NVDA, $5.5 billion versus AMD $800 million hits. So should you keep your NVIDIA shares? Let's weigh it up. NVIDIA's a powerhouse in AI, a sector that's only getting bigger. Analysts love it, giving a strong buy rating with a $176.54 price target. That's a 60.3% jump from $103.62. Their $500 billion US investment is a game changer, reducing tariff risks by bringing production home. The tariff exemptions help too, keeping costs down for now. Even NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, says tariffs won't hurt their AI focus much. If you're in for the long haul, these are strong reasons to hold. Yet there are risks. That $5.5 billion hit from China export bans is real, and more could come if restrictions tighten. Taiwan's supply chain is still vulnerable to tariffs or geopolitical issues. Plus, the stock market's jumpy. NVIDIA could see more dips as trade policies shift. If you hate volatility, that's something to think about. My take? Hold your NVIDIA shares, especially for long-term gains. The AI boom and US manufacturing plans outweigh the risks, but diversify or set a stop-loss to play it safe. Let's wrap up. Trump tariffs are hitting NVIDIA and AMD with export bans and supply chain risks, but exemptions and smart moves like NVIDIA's US factories and AMD's Taiwan advantage soften the blow. Holding NVIDIA shares looks solid for the long term, with some short-term bumps. What do you think, keeping your shares or diversifying? Drop a comment and subscribe for more market insights.